If you've been subscribed to my channel for a little while, you know that I have this little series where I like to try the recipes that are sent in to me by subscribers. I haven't done that in a little while, so in this video, I have 6 recipes that I'm looking to try today, sent in by you guys. You saw it on my Instagram and you saw it in my community tab. It gives me an opportunity to try recipes that I wouldn't have personally, and there's a lot of other creators on YouTube who make great recipes that help you stay lean, build muscle, get in shape, enjoy your diet so it doesn't feel like a diet. That's literally the whole purpose of why we do this crap. But you want to get in good shape, you want to achieve your goals, and you want it to be easy. And because I have a platform and these other creators have platforms, you tend to only see what we have to offer, but a lot of people who have recipes they want to offer don't have the platform to get it out. So I think this is a great opportunity to encourage people to get some more eyes on some more recipes from the people that consume our content and help our channels grow. You guys do so much for me that I want to be able to return the favor, get some names out there, and at the same time try out new food that I wouldn't have otherwise. So in this video, I'm going to make 6 recipes sent in by you guys, and as I always do, I'm going to review them, but I'm also going to rank them at the end. So make sure you watch the entire video to see who is the superior. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody's superior. You're all great. You know, I don't believe in participation trophies, but you guys are freaking awesome. Yeah, so guys, if you are new to the channel, my name is Ethan. I'm happy to have you here as always. I do diet videos, I do fitness videos, I do vlogs, I do all sorts of fun content. If you're interested in anything like that, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content similar to this. So before we get into it, as always, we got to make sure we have our thug jugs. Make sure you're drinking a gallon of water a day. There's no exceptions to that rule. I want everyone to comment down below, Thug Jug. This is a reoccurring theme. I'm going to do it in every freaking video. You guys got to hop on the wave. If you are interested in having your name inscribed on the jug that I feature in every video, as well as a shout out, be sure to check out my Patreon. I will have that linked in the description. Every ounce of support means the world. And of course, every creator that is mentioned in this video will be shouted out and linked down below. I appreciate you guys submitting your recipes. I'm not going to claim them as mine because something that should be a more prevalent theme in this community is giving credit where it's due. That should happen every single time. I don't get why some people don't get that, but every single time, if you have a recipe that doesn't belong to you or is a result of somebody else's work, you don't plagiarize, you give them credit, because integrity is everything as a creator. If you want people to respect you, you got to do the right thing. But I got a lot of freaking cooking to do. I got like 6 things I got to make, so I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get It's like the 4th time. But anyways, guys, I am sorry for rambling. I had to get that off my chest. But now, let's get right into the first meal. For those of you that didn't catch the last video, this is the brand new podcast spot, review spot, everything spot. I'm going to do a lot of my videos in this area. We got a nice little setup in the background. Let me know what you think down below. This is meal number 1, a crap ton of banana oatmeal protein muffins submitted by Brian Bratt. I don't know. I made a bunch of small ones, so I have a grand total of 24 muffins, and calories and macros are going to be posted to my right. So without further ado, I always have a freaking horrible appetite in the morning. I always want to eat everything I see, and I'm staring at this giant plate of muffins. So anyways, I'm going to get into the taste test, but before we do that, make sure you're drinking a gallon of water a day. No exceptions to that rule. You know how it be on this channel. I have a little bit of grape flavored Mio in here because sometimes water just tastes a little gross, you know? Mucho good. Tastes like banana bread. It literally tastes like banana bread, not too dry. Now I decided to hike up some sugar-free syrup. I stopped using Walden Farms. I'm kind of sick of it. Honestly, this tastes way better. Worth a couple extra calories. We got our muffin. We got a little bit of syrup. So when I was in high school, I never really prioritized my sleep. So every morning I would wake up with like 10 or 15 minutes left before I'm late to class. So I never really had time to make breakfast, so I'd always be running out the door, and I would always stop at Dunkin' and grab like a wake-up wrap, or I would grab like a blueberry or chocolate chip muffin. So that's kind of why I picked this to be meal number 1, and no regrets. Syrup makes everything better. Okay, so it just occurred to me that Drake just dropped Certified Lover Boy, and this is, I don't know how I feel about the album cover, man. It's either a terrible album cover or a freaking power move. Let me know down below. What do you guys think of the album cover? And what's better, Certified Lover Boy or Donda. I mean, these are so good. And it made so many. I've already had like 6 or 7, and there's so many little muffins there. Each one I think has like 40 calories. These were delicious. I gotta go work out. I will see you guys at meal number 2. I'm not gonna burn it out. I watched a video on how to do it. This has taken everything in me to not try while making it. I'm not gonna lie, the Vitamix actually did a pretty good job in terms of blending it. I didn't expect that, but we're good. So, it's like noon right now. We're almost halfway done with the jug. I've been drinking more than a gallon lately. I'm pretty happy with that, about 1.5 gallons a day. I'm still gonna say gallon a day, no exceptions, because I know a lot of people can't do that, but I've been drinking more and more, and I'm honestly feeling great. Dude, I gotta try this freaking cream. This is a recipe by Iceologist, however you pronounce your name. If there's one thing I'm notorious for, it's getting everyone's name wrong. But shout out to Iceologist, gonna be linked down below. And calories and macros gonna be posted to my right as well. Like you tend to see with a lot of creams, you get a ton of volume and not too many calories. So this is something that you can eat a ton of. This is one of my Anabolic Uncrustables from way back when my channel was a little fetus. But I figured it'd look like a cool garnish. I think it looked pretty cool in the thumbnail. Let me know what you think. But anyways, I'm gonna try the cream by itself, then I'm gonna take a bite of the Uncrustable with the cream. Let you know what I think. I've been seeing pectin get used more and more with anabolic ice creams, and I think the consistency is phenomenal. But anyways, taste test. Oh my God. Yo, this is delicious. Wow. Wow, I wasn't expecting that at all. In terms of an ice cream, that's about as close to a 10 as it gets. I don't like to give anything 10 out of 10 because I always feel there's some room for improvement, but I did not expect. Okay, it's a peanut butter and jelly cream, 2 flavors mixed into one. I didn't know which one I'd get more of. I thought it'd be more jelly than peanut butter. I didn't know what would come through, but when you taste it, you get both. I don't know how to explain it. Make this one. This is delicious. This is definitely gonna fall apart. Fire. Let's see how an Uncrustable acts as a mix-in. Oh my God. This is the ultimate post-workout meal. When we were in Houston, every time Nick and I would get back from the gym, he would always have a cream. Like, that was his post-workout meal of choice every single time, because he was testing it, but on top of that, he just ate an unorthodox amount of it. I might hop on the bandwagon because this is so damn good. This is like only half of it. I didn't make another glass because I have to try a lot of recipes today, but I saved it in the fridge. I'm gonna be eating the crap out of that once this is done recording. This is so good. Go give them a follow right now. Dude, I've always wanted to see a peanut butter and jelly ice cream, but I never could really picture how the peanut butter and the jelly would mix. This just had a really good balance. You got both. The flavor exploded. And the macros are phenomenal. I'm gonna be making this so much. So much. This might just be an instant staple. I'm not trying to hype it up too much. I don't owe this person money. We're not working together. I'm calling it like I see it, and this is a fire ice cream. Great job. So meal number 3 of the day is pancake jelly donuts sent in to me by Nicholas James. He hit me up actually earlier today and said, dude, I've been subscribed to you since you dropped your French toast for a week video back when I had like 300-400 subs almost a year ago, and to me that was mind-blowing, and I was like, I gotta include this guy's recipe. I got everything I need. It's so cool talking to people who have been around for that long, because it goes to show how certain people just stick with you from the very jump. They believe in what you're doing. To me, man, I appreciate the hell out of your support, and today I'm gonna be reviewing your recipe. So we got ourselves 3 thick jelly donut pancakes. I cannot get anything on this couch. 3 jelly donut pancakes, calories and macros will be posted or right hither. But anyways, you saw me do that weird cut thing in the B-roll, so we already got ourselves a nice wedge. We're just gonna dive right into this. That right there is straight out of the donut shop. Jelly donut pancakes, cheers. Very sweet, but I love the crap out of that because, as you guys know, got a crazy sweet tooth. Anything that's just coated in sugar, your boy's gonna be happy. So I love how that looks. That literally looks like something you would buy at a bakery. It's got the powdered sugar on it. It's got the jelly oozing out. It's all hot. It's all soft. I'm positive that at least 98% of people watching this have tried pancakes at some point. Super easy, takes almost no time. You mix a couple ingredients. The recipe itself isn't outlandishly unique. He simply took a very typical breakfast concept, put a unique spin on it, and now we got jelly donuts in the form of a pancake. Molly, what are you doing? Bro, what is she doing right now? What is that? As I always say, I'm a guy who appreciates simplicity, so this recipe is right up my alley. It's very customizable. You don't need to use jam if you don't want to. Maybe you can mix some PB2, make like peanut butter stuffed pancakes. You can make one of those Nutella recipes. Son of a bitch. Per usual, I'm gonna link Nicholas down below if you guys wanna check him out. But anyways, I'm gonna turn off the recording and go over there and finish because I'm already making kind of a mess. I really don't feel like cleaning today. See you at the next meal. I have to go to my grandparents, so I have to make this super quick. This is a recipe by my man Jose, or JRZ_23. I think it's 23. I'm recording on my phone, so I can't really check, but I'm gonna blow him up to my left and have him linked down below. But we made a homemade protein bar that doesn't require Vitafiber, because Vitafiber is practically freaking extinct. I can never find it, so it's not worth my time. But he used gelatin instead. The recipe is super simple, but we are gonna pop this out of the parchment pit. I have a magnet, so I'm just gonna keep you there for 1 sec. This right here is a homemade protein bar that only requires 1 scoop of protein, 5 grams of gelatin, and I put a little bit of PB2 powder in there because I love peanut butter. So anyways, a little bit of a floppy, dangly consistency, but that's because it's gelatin. I totally expected that, but let's see how it tastes. Taste test. I really enjoy this. I think this is a great way to prep your protein bars. I'm not a huge fan of the consistency because it's gelatin, so I feel like I'm biting into really hard jello, honestly, but it's chocolate, it's peanut butter, the flavor is there, the macros are phenomenal, but the consistency is throwing me off a little bit. Other than that, I really like it. This is really good, actually. The consistency, it's a little weird. This passes, especially because I can never get freaking Vitafiber. I've never made any of the protein bar recipes because they all require freaking Vitafiber. It's like, bro, I can't find any. But anyways, I'm gonna have Jose linked down below. Everyone go check him out. This is really good. The only problem I have is the consistency, but that comes down to preference. So maybe you're gonna love it, but you don't know until you try. I gotta head to my grandparents. I'll talk to you guys at the next meal. This final recipe is a massive potato omelet by DemAngels97, my boy Jimmy, linked down below. So here's the thing, a few things kind of came up today and I kind of lost track of time, so it's pretty late. I'm not positive I prepared this properly. I think he said to make 3 different servings. I made one giant one that I'm gonna prepare for tomorrow. Once again, calories and macros will be posted to my left. This smells insane. It's smelling up the whole kitchen. And it's nice to have something throughout the day that's savory. You gotta break it up a little bit. I have a crazy sweet tooth, but every so often, you get a little flavor fatigue when it comes to sweet stuff. We do have another recipe that we gotta try a little later, much simpler, so we can whip that up pretty easily. But this right here took the longest to make, but smells crazy good. So I'm gonna cut myself a little wedge. Actually, you saw it in the B-roll. I already got the wedge cut. Look at your boy go. Anyways, taste test. Cheers. You know what this tastes like? This tastes like something you'd order at a diner, right? But not some ordinary diner. This tastes like something you'd order when you're going on a road trip halfway across the country and you get like no sleep and it's early in the morning and you're exhausted and you're hungry and you've been driving for 10 hours and you don't care what you eat, right? You finally reach a rest stop, you see some no-name diner in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. You walk in there and the people make you uncomfortable because they're all shady. You look at the menu and the food's shady, but you gotta eat something, right? Because you're starving, you've been driving, you've been miserable. Then you order something like this, and you know, you're kind of hoping you don't get food poisoning, but you bite into it, and it is freaking dopamine, dude. It's got some good layering happening right there. I know it kind of looks bready, but it's not. It's the mix between the potato and the egg. It kind of looks like there's just a bread top and bottom layer with the air bubbles and stuff, but it's not. It's very savory, it's very salty, it's very satisfying. The 3 S's, hell yeah. Jimmy, thank you for sending me a recipe. I apologize if I didn't make it exactly the way you did, but the way it came out is freaking delicious. Everyone go check him out. Like I said, he's gonna be linked down below. But I'm gonna have a little bit of this. I'm gonna edit for a little while, and then we're gonna have our last meal. I will talk to you guys very soon. Okay, so we are on the final meal of the night. It's about 11:30. Yeah. This final recipe is by Savas F. It's only 225 calories for the entire thing. Mine's not gonna be the same because I put some banana and some whipped topping in there as well as sprinkles because I wanted to spice up the thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? He did suggest that I put ice cream in it, but I didn't have any ice cream. I actually had a Halo top in there. Ate it yesterday, so whatever. But anyways, I'm excited for this because as you all know, I got a lava cake. Sort of, it's a puff, and it's delicious. So I'm always down to try some lava cake, man. I'm actually very excited for this. I've never made a mug cake before. I'm just freaking excited to try this. I'm not gonna let the toppings I threw in there play in to how I grade it. I'm just gonna grade it based off of the few ingredients that he said to throw in here. Ugh, throat's dry. Guess I need to drink some water. Look at that. End of the day, a little bit of water left. Done. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, look at that. That almost fell on my laptop, but luckily I had the mug underneath it. All right, cheers. It's simple, it's warm, it's satisfying, it's perfect for right before bed. If you're gonna make this, I think a great time to have it is right before bed. It's very light, not too many calories, get a lot of protein in your system. I suggest using a casein protein. I like how around the perimeter of the mug where the glass kind of heats up, you get the cakiness, but as you get closer to the middle, it's all just gooey, hot fudge, and yeah, it's pretty much a lava cake. It tastes great. As a man of convenience, it doesn't really get any better than this. So, great recipe. Appreciate you sending it in. Bite number 3. Hell yeah. That just, tell me you don't want that before bed. Thing is, I'm sweating buckets right now, and I can't turn my fan on because then the microphones are gonna pick it up, and it's just gonna make the video sound shitty. So I'm not gonna do that, but dude, I'm so hot. So obviously with a couple of the recipes, I didn't have them exactly the way they instructed. Like for example, the protein bar. He didn't say to put PB2 on it, but he said if you want a topping, feel free to include it. So I put PB2. In here I put the bananas, the whipped cream, the sprinkles, all that stuff. So on the screen, you are gonna see the total calories and macros, not consumed, but just the total of all the recipes put together. That doesn't include anything that I threw in there. So obviously a lot of these just included a lot of protein powder, and you're not gonna typically have all protein recipes throughout the day, but this video can allow you to pick 1 or 2 that you might want to add into your arsenal. You don't have to eat all of them, especially in the same day. But if you like one or two, you got more options. So shout out to you guys for sending these recipes in. I really appreciate it. But now it is that time in the video where I gotta rank you fools. I'm not pulling any punches. I'm gonna tell you like it is. Don't worry, all the recipes were good, but someone's gotta be, quite frankly, the least good. So we gotta rank you 1 to 6, as you know, as I mentioned in the last video. I don't believe in communism. I don't believe in participation trophies. You earn your merit, so if you got last place, it doesn't mean you had a bad recipe, but I can't give everyone first place. So, okay, so I just ranked all 6 recipes. Like I said, they were all great, but you gotta have a best and you gotta have a least best. I'm not gonna call you worst because none of these recipes were bad. Okay, so in 6th place, we got Jose's protein bar. The reason I'm gonna put that in 6th place is because at the end of the day, it's a scoop of protein. I like what you did with it. I like that you were able to make it a protein bar. As I mentioned earlier, it's almost impossible to get my hands on Vitafiber. I don't know if that's still an issue for a lot of you guys, but me personally, I can't freaking find it. But now I know how to make my own protein bars. Like, I didn't think to use gelatin. That's a great idea. I appreciate you sending that in. But because it was a little gummier, the consistency threw me off just a little bit. Taste was there, macros were absolutely there, and I was able to make a protein bar. But at the end of the day, it's only a scoop of protein essentially with some gelatin. So you landed in 6th place, but dude, the recipe was great. I just appreciate you sending it in. Excellent work. In 5th place, we got Nicholas James's Jelly Donut Pancakes. The reason I want to put that in 5th place is because A, I feel like a lot of people are going to be overwhelmed by the sweetness. I have a crazy sweet tooth. They were great to me. But it's essentially pancakes with confectioner's sugar and a little bit of jelly in there. When you take pancakes, you can put syrup on it, you can put butter on it. Only difference is these were stuffed as opposed to underneath. I love pancakes, so I immediately knew I would love this recipe. For some reason, growing up, I never really liked the jelly donuts. I always picked like the cream-filled ones or the apple fritters, but I grew to love the jelly donuts, and the powdered sugar helped a lot. So I had the confectioner's sugar. So as good as they are essentially just pancakes with jelly inside of them and a little powdered sugar. That doesn't make them bad. I just feel like it wasn't super creative. But at the end of the day, the macros are absolutely there. There's a lot of volume and they taste delicious. You guys got to check it out, 100%. And I'm going to have Nick linked down below, so check him out as well. So in 4th place, I have the protein lava cake, mug cake thing, courtesy of Sarvas F. Wow, I can't say anything right now. I'm glad I saved this one for last because I feel like it's perfect for right before bed. Something hot, chocolatey, molten. It's got the cake, like I said, around the perimeter of the mug, the gooey, hot inside. It's delicious. Very simple. Like I said, I love that convenience. So I think it's a great snack. This was my first mug cake. I think it was a great introduction. For that, you earned 4th place. Thank you so much for submitting your recipe. I very much enjoyed it. In 3rd place, we got Jimmy's potato omelet. Now, like I said, I'm not positive if I made it the exact way that he had instructed. It was a little vague. I could have asked a question, but at the end of the day, it was late. It was a busy day. I was trying to make it, but it turned out freaking awesome. Like I said, dude, I was raving over it. I love having a savory meal, especially in the mix with a lot of sweet meals. So that was a really good contrast. It was a lot of volume. It was a great way, like he mentioned in the message he sent to me, a great way to get a lot of micronutrients, good carbohydrates, a lot of protein. The flavor was absolutely there. It takes a little longer to make, but in my opinion, it's totally worth it. Cutting up the potatoes, boiling them, mixing them, and mashing them with some eggs, and then throwing cheese and ham on there. It's literally a diner skillet or omelet or something. It's really good. Highly suggest you guys make it. I am going to have him linked down below. Thank you, bro, for submitting the recipe. I enjoyed the crap out of it. In 2nd place, we got Brian Brad's. I'm sorry. I'm not good with names. You've seen it in other videos. I can't pronounce anybody's freaking name. Little more dense calorically, but look at the volume. You saw the plate of 20-something muffins I had. They were delicious. Now, depending on the mold you have for the muffins, the cooking time can vary a little bit. I was sure to make sure I didn't leave them in too long so they were dry. I added a little bit of syrup because I think they taste great. But like I said, that's not going to play a factor. But if you make them, use a little syrup. I think it just goes great. But the volume was insane. I love the bananas and oats and protein all mixed together. It was just a good combination of flavor, extremely filling. I couldn't even finish a few of them, so I gave some to my dad. There's a lot of volume to work with, so you're not really going to consume all the calories presented. You might have like a half to 3/4. I got a pretty big appetite, so I eat quite a bit. But like I said, I couldn't even finish most of them. So highly recommend you guys make this. You did an excellent job. Thank you for submitting your recipe. I will 100% be making these again. And last but not least, Iceologist peanut butter and jelly ice cream. That was insane. That was so good. And not only was it really good, one of my biggest appeals is I didn't think anybody can get the peanut butter and the jelly to be two very pronounced flavors when mixed into cream, because I figured you get mainly jelly or mainly peanut butter. But no, when you bite into it, dude. But I was honestly blown away by it, and I will safely say on here that was top 3 one of the best anabolic ice creams I've ever had in my life. I'm not working with the guy. I don't owe him money. I'm being dead ass right now. That was so good. That was delicious. I 100% recommend you guys check out Isologist. Go check out the recipe. Go check out the page. They sent me like 5 different flavors, and he's like, hey, pick one. So I was like, they all look delicious, but peanut butter and jelly, that seems like the biggest challenge, so I'm gonna do that one. But there were so many different flavors to pick from, so go check them out 100%. But guys, that is it for this video. I love these kind of videos, man, because I get to try so much cool food. And even if it's the same kind of ingredients, it's just different ways of preparing it that gives you a whole new experience, right? I mean, obviously, I like to stick to the same 4 or 5 recipes because it's easy. I stick to what I know. It's convenient. I'm not a culinary expert, so I just make stuff that I'm very familiar with. But sometimes it's good to kind of try something new, get out of your comfort zone, or maybe just find a new recipe that you're into. It's always nice to have more at your disposal. More is better than less, in my opinion, especially when it comes to trying to stay in good shape and achieve your fitness goals. Massive shout out to each and every one of you that sent me a recipe, even if you didn't make it in this video. I had a lot of people reach out. I'm gonna be doing more parts. There'll be a part 4, a part 5. We'll see how long we can do it for, because I love these kind of videos. But anyways, guys, that is it for me. If you have not already, please drop a like down below and smash that subscribe button. Ring the bell to be notified when I drop more videos like this, and leave a comment if you got a suggestion for a video in the future. If you guys want your name inscribed on the Thug Jug that I carry in every video, as well as other benefits, go check out my Patreon. I will have a link in the description down below. Make sure you're drinking a gallon of water a day. Don't be an idiot. You gotta be drinking your water. And if you guys want some nasty pumps in the gym, as well as delicious proteins to put in these freaking recipes, use my code Ethan20. I will have a link in the description. That is it for me, guys. I appreciate you making it this far. I will see you in the next video. I saluted too early. Take care of yourselves. Peace.